Who is Beckett Sennecke? We'll start by taking a look at his statistics. A right winger from Canada, 18 years old, 6'2", 181, a right hand shot. And for Sennecke, looking at some of his numbers, Elite Prospects says Sennecke is an ankle-breaking winger who combines playmaking, manipulation, powerful net drives, and puck thievery skills to control the game. He's an overwhelmingly confident puck handler grounded in solid technique with an unlocked top arm and fast twitch hands. As a playmaker, he manipulates opponents, works the give and go, and identifies the right play and connects with perfectly weighted passes no matter the obstacle. Sennecke played with the Oshawa Generals this most recent season, 2023-2024. He had 27 goals, 41 assists, 68 points in 63 games. And in the playoffs, he had 10 goals, 12 assists, 22 points in 16 games. He played with Oshawa last year as well. Had 20 goals, 35 assists, 55 points in 61 games. He played with the Toronto Marlboros in 2021-2022 and had 35 goals, 45 assists, 80 total points in 45 games. Here's what Scott Wheeler has to say about Beckett Sennecke. Sennecke is a high-skill individual player with size who, after an up-and-down start to his draft season, became a game changer from the CHL NHL Top Prospects Game on and finished on an emphatic note with an excellent playoff performance with the Gens, regularly pulling people out of their seats. He's got one of the most exciting pure skill sets in the draft. One of the more productive rookies in the OHL last year, Sennecke was a standout on a young Oshawa team, earning second all-rookie team honors and playing both wings successfully. He's a right-handed shot, but often played the left wing with would-be Avalanche draft pick Calum Ritchie, although he played mostly right wing this year. He looked a little skinny when Wheeler first went to see him play last year, and he has still looked that way in repeat viewings in Oshawa and also Moncton, where Wheeler knows scouts were keen to watch him closely at the CHL NHL Top Prospects Game, and where Wheeler thought he was one of White's most noticeable players with the puck and worked hard, which was the start of a positive trend in his game. But his stride and shot, which both lacked power a year ago, have made clear progress. His release, which has always been naturally quick, now has some oomph, and his skating has really smoothed out and looks like a borderline strength, which has helped his dynamic rush game. Sennecke can definitely handle the puck. He's got extremely soft hands and a confidence on it, even under pressure, spinning and weaving off the wall or attacking right into defenders with his stick skill, regularly finding his way out of tough spots and traffic with craft and creativity. The puck just sticks to him. He also moves well in control, sidestepping checks, and sticks nicely. He's impressively dexterous and does a good job catching bad passes and handling the puck in his feet. But he does have a habit of playing one-on-one a little too much at times, though the staff in Oshawa has learned to live with it, which has frustrated some, but also often thrills in sequences. He'll dangle past a defender multiple times a game, but turn the puck over trying to be a hero when there are better plays. There are also times when he needs to empty the tank on the back check, but he's made more of an effort to finish his checks and battle through contact as this year progressed. Wheeler has seen some games in which he has battled and others in which he hasn't, and Wheeler knows that frustrated some scouts for a time because it is there, but he seemed to elevate it in the playoffs. He has legitimate high-end talent on the puck. He was one of Oshawa's only real play creators, and his feet and stick move in and out of unison to shape away from opposing reach-ins niftily. He also sees through coverage well, and when he's not so focused on making the individual play, can really pass it through gaps in coverage. He's one of the only players likely to go in the middle of the first round with clear top six upside. He comes with some questions, but the potential reward is obvious. With a little more muscle and maturity, his game could continue to take off. Matthew Zader from the Hockey Writers with a profile on Beckett Sennecke. Let's get to the rankings first. NHL Central Scouting has him 13th among North American skaters. The Hockey Writers has him 19th. Horn has him 19th. Baracchini 19th. Forbes 27th. Bob McKenzie at TSN has him 19th. Craig Button has him 39th. FC Hockey 20th. Sportsnet has him 27th. Dobber Prospects 23rd. McKean's Hockey 29th. And Smot Scouting has him 25th. Matthew Zader says in regards to Beckett Sennecke, Beckett Sennecke has seen his draft stock rise in recent months due to his performance with the Oshawa Generals down the stretch and into the playoffs. Thanks to Sennecke and Colorado Avalanche 2023 first-rounder Calum Ritchie's efforts, they blew by the Barrie Colts and the Ottawa 67s in the first two rounds and are currently in the OHL semifinal, up 3-1 over the North Bay Battalion. Sennecke has 9 goals and 20 points in 13 games and is riding an 8-game point streak with 5 multi-point games and 14 points. Sennecke is a burgeoning power forward who is a rare breed of size, skating, playmaking, and soft hands. When he was drafted into the OHL, he was only 5'10", but has since shot up to 6'3". With that added height, scouts have noticed some differences in his game from when he was playing in the OHL draft prospect to now. McKean's OHL scout Brock Otten noted this in his scouting report of him. As an OHL draft prospect, and even as an OHL rookie, Sennecke was known for his hard work and determination as a puck hound. He played the body and was a general nuisance in puck pursuit. Now we're seeing that part of his game be less effective and less consistent as he lacks the strength to engage and win those battles consistently. Sennecke still has the potential to become a significant threat in the NHL. As he fills into his frame, he should be able to reintroduce that puck hound attitude to his game, since he will likely become more confident on the forecheck with some added strength. Despite a fully developed physical toolkit, Sennecke has been a force in the OHL this season. His shot and playmaking alone make him worthy of a first-round pick, but his other strengths in size, hands, and skating push him over the top. In fact, he's been described as one of the 3 best playmakers in the 2024 draft class, capable of putting up 50 to 60 assists as a winger in the NHL someday. That type of dual threat from the wing position is a rarity in the NHL and could make Sennecke a valuable commodity in the draft and in his NHL future. Watching the chemistry he's developed with Ritchie and Oshawa shows the value he can bring to a lineup. Wingers like that are unpredictable, as defenders and goaltenders must respect their shot as much as their vision in playmaking. Sennecke will be the perfect complement to any center he plays with at the next level. Here's Sennecke's draft projection. Sennecke will definitely be a first-round pick. That much is clear. Where will he go in the top 32? That is a little bit more murky. He could be one of the wild cards of this draft, considering his package of size and skill. Teams still love their big and skilled power forwards, which could make him a candidate for a surprise top 10 pick. But if that doesn't happen, he could go somewhere in the 15 to 20 range. Strengths include skating, size, playmaking, puck handling, hockey IQ, edge work, and creativity. Areas to improve: sometimes does too much with the puck, tends to be selfish, and goes one-on-one too often, and needs to develop more defensive awareness and work harder in his own zone. NHL potential: Sennecke's ceiling in the NHL is pretty high, as he could become a playmaking top-line winger capable of hitting 70 to 80 points in a season. At worst, his skill set will still allow him to be a middle six winger with a 40 to 50 point upside. So this is another great example of a player who was on the small side, got the size, but still doesn't really know what to do with it. And it's intriguing too, because you hear the reports of being one of the more skilled forwards in the entirety of the draft. And so there would certainly be a trade-off with taking Beckett Sennecke. that he would need to work on adding a little bit more physically to complement all of the offensive components that go to his game. So that would be just another option for the Minnesota Wild. At 13, Beckett Sennecke of the Oshawa Generals.